Alright, you beautiful people. So this is how you make a spring drum. Spring drum, thunder drum, sounds like this. You have to have a spring to make that sound. So, you might have these ingredients already. What we need is a piece of mylar. Ooh, mylar. Alright, and step number one is to take your piece of pipe and put it down in the center of your square of mylar. And then we're going to trace it like so. And then I am going to draw this little triangle here. Now what is going to happen is that I'm going to cut off all four corners of this square of mylar like this. Pretty simple. And then I'm going to cut out this little shape, being very careful to not cut into the circle line. Very, very important, because this is your drum head. This is the head of your drum. If you cut into it, it won't work. Now in our kits, we've included one extra sheet just in case accidents happen. So, this is what it becomes. See that? We cut out this little shape, and then we cut this piece of mylar with these little tabs. And then I fold the tabs over like so that we have very good adhesion to our pipe. Now you might notice there's a little hole in here. And while you're doing this, a little tiny pin, the smallest hole that you possibly can poke. Okay? Now what is going to happen with that hole is next step is we are going to take our spring. Now when I got these springs in the mail, they were this long. Very long, right? These are 36-inch long springs. They have to get cut down into a 12-inch spring. Now that 12-inch spring, we are now going to take and grab our pliers and stretch and stretch and stretch until we get about 20 inches. Now it's very important that our spring does not get pulled apart too far, because then it will not have a good sound. This is how this one looks, and you can see about the spacing, and this is the one that I've just stretched. If it has a little bit of a denser spring coil in one part and a little looser in it, it should be okay. Just don't make it too loose. Alright, so we've stretched it, and our next step is to glue the mylar right onto our drum. Okay? So I have a little piece of cardboard here to push down on, and as you can see, I've done this side. So I put glue around, and then I glued all the tabs down, and used a piece of the electrical tape that's in the kit to glue it into place. On this side, you also want to make sure that your piece of pipe, this is the part that's going down. This is the part where your spring is going to be. So we have to glue our spring into place first. So I take the spring, I thread it into that little tiny hole. Ooh. It is a tricky spot. Here we go. I'm holding it up to the light. Alright. And it wants to give me a hard time, and that's okay. I will get it into that hole. There we go. And then I'm going to twist the spring so it goes, and it twists right up in. See how that happens? And now I have a few threads in there. That's about all I need on this side of the mylar. And I realized just now all of a sudden that what I've done is I've put it on the wrong side, and that's okay, because this shows you that it's okay to make mistakes. What I want is I want it on this side where all the tabs are going the other way, because this is going to get glued onto the pipe. Now I've got this in spot, and I'm just going to take my hot glue gun and I'm going to glue it, and I'm going to make sure that it doesn't come out. Now in these actual manufactured ones, there's a little screw that holds it into place, but as long as you don't pull it by the spring, it shouldn't go anywhere. Alright, so now I'm going to take my glue gun and glue around the edge of the pipe and stick that Mylar down. So I don't want the glue to be too chunky around here. If it runs anywhere, I want it to run on the inside. Okay? So I'm gonna, and I have to move this quickly because glue gun is hot, and if I don't get it stuck on while it's hot, I'm gonna have to redo this. Alright, so it's nice and hot, and I'm gonna take this and I'm going to glue it right there. Now, if you do get a little bit of hot glue on you, it does not feel so good, so try to be very, very careful. Use your piece of cardboard, push down. Alright, now it should be pretty well glued into place. Now you can hear this. And it will get a little tighter sounding. First, we're going to do is glue down these tabs, okay? And so I'm sticking a little glue there. Again, I don't want to have too much glue, okay? I don't want it sticking out and being bulky. So I'm going to glue this the whole way around. Nice like that. Push down, give it a push. Nothing too chunky. I don't want that glue to make it you know, kind of a bumpy spot on our drum when we're going to tape it and decorate it. So, now that it's wrapped around, I'm going to take some of the electrical tape, and I can pull this really nice and tight, and I'm going to go around right along the top edge, right? Just in case there's any little bits of Mylar or glue that are affecting the seam. I'm going to just run this right along here. Oh yeah. If you notice, I'm kind of like pulling as tight as I can while I'm doing this. And I'm going to run it right along there. Alright. Now, essentially, I have a pipe. That's going to make some really pretty cosmic sound. So, in order to decorate, you do have a few different colors of duct tape that you can pick from. And I'm going to run this right around just so you can see a finished product. Alright. Holding it nice and tight as I go, trying to make it so it's nice and well fitted. And as you can see, you can decorate the whole way down. You can change up different types, and you want to have a little bit of a handle. So I've just taken a piece of the same duct tape and I've taped it onto itself. One long piece. Now I'm going to put that up here, tape that around, and this becomes like our handle. This is a very urban musical instrument, and I hope you enjoy playing with it, as well as exploring the different possibilities of expansion. That's right, yes. You can expand this musical instrument to your heart's content, and I will demonstrate that in just a moment. Alright, here we go. Putting our handle on. Now it's important that you put your handle on last, because it's not really easy to decorate this part if your handle is already in place. Just so that you get the idea and you can see it. Now, when I talk about expansion, you can take this and you can make the sound as loud as you want by adding bigger and bigger tubes to it and increasing the diameter until finally you can get all the way down into the pipe. But if you just want to take it like this and you just want to have you can do that. The sound on this video might not be top quality, but you have the whole idea that you can really, you know, use your imagination. Don't let it stop here just while you have this. I hope you enjoy it. Happy thunder drumming. If you have any questions, of course, email me. Thank you so very much. I hope you have a great day. Again, you can go bigger, you can go smaller. It's all up to your imagination. Happy day to you.